Hi, I hope everyone's doing amazing. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to Virgo Day. Virgo, it's your season. Happy birthday to all and every single one of you. I wish you all of the happiness, all of the wealth, all of the abundance, all of the amazingness for such a wonderfully beautiful, deserving light. I love you so much, Virgo. Thank you for always being there for me. I always needed a me, so I decided to start this journey here as Ruby Reads Tarot, to maybe, I don't know, touch some hearts that needed a Ruby. And so here is yours truly. Virgo, you are in your birthday season. And before we even get into the astrology for September, what I really want us to focus in on is this lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces that's taking place on Friday on the 29th, and the energy that comes with this lunar eclipse is so significantly important for you, Virgo, for many reasons. But let's just get through some of the main reasons. And I think, Virgo, coming into your season would have been for you a much needed grounding, knowing that you are the instigator of change within the 3D material realm. You have had to go through a very intensive training to get you to this point now of this lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces, which very much is all about endings and new beginnings. So if you find yourself at what may appear to be an ending, I want to say congratulations. You are now on the next level. Prepare yourself for the physical changes that are going to take place within your physicality, your body. Prepare yourself for the healthier version of you during your season to be peaking. This is one of those times for you, Virgo, if you really wish to, you know that you can reach parts of yourself that may have been lying dormant for a while. And if you really wish to take it to the next level with this lunar eclipse in particular, I just want to say, Virgo, you're on the precipice of something really, really big. Okay. It's really hot where I am. I'm a bit sweaty. I hope you guys are enjoying the heat of summer. I certainly am. I love this season. But I always believe that winter has so much to give us also. And I think hibernation is just as important as being. And this summer has been all about being, Virgo. Okay. Before we even get into anything, house rules, all energy brought here is immediately returned 1,000-fold. Be it good, be it bad. I hope it's good. I'm here for you. I'm here to help. So please do support. Do return the love. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button. And yeah. Okay. All right, Virgo. Let's take a deep breath in, because I just think, like, it's been a journey, hasn't it, Virgo? It really has been a journey, hasn't it? All right, okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, deep breath in. Here we are. Congratulations, Virgo. You have reached this ending where you know that there is inevitably a new beginning that's waiting for you. And the only thing that's kind of in between it is you're willing to let go of the old story. All right, Virgo. Happy birthday. Pisces lunar eclipse. This lunar eclipse is really significant for me. It's the one that I was born on. And so I do have those really strong Pisces vibes. as a lot of you know, my birthday is coming up, and if you would like to share your love and your support, do consider making a donation. PayPal rubyreadstarot@hotmail.com would be greatly appreciated. Alright, Virgo. What do I have to tell you, Virgo? What do you need to hear from me? What do you need to hear from me, Virgo? I love summer. It's been so much fun. Alright, Virgo. What do I gotta give you? What's coming up next for Virgo? What do I need to give Virgo information for this lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces? What fell into my lap? Hi! Hi, don't you just love it when we make magic like this here? Okay, Virgo, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Virgo, this Pisces lunar eclipse really just is to remind you who you are and how important it is for you to sit quite strong and firm in your conviction and your belief in the fact that whatever you've been through and whatever's led you to this ending really has put you back exactly where you needed to be. You need to get organized, but not in a fussy, frantic kind of way. You need to do it in that very demure, for sure, but absolutely, you know, a cut above the rest kind of manner. So Virgo, Queen of Pentacles, this is so uplifting. It's so positive. It's so saying, like, literally how you can be your regal royal self, how you can be that finesse, how you can have that beautiful smile, how you can do it in ways that is just naturally so abundant. Please own every aspect of you. This lunar eclipse really is about putting you back in that place where you know your worth and value, and you really are crediting that, okay? This lunar eclipse for you, Virgo, really is about you seeing the very best of yourself and you being the very best of yourself. This lunar eclipse, Virgo, for you really is quite an abundant one because it is reminding you to get back in tune with all of the things that you know make you abundant. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Pisces, lunar eclipse. Judgment. The World. And the Moon card. Don't you just love it when we get together and make this magic? All right, Virgo, here you are. And here is this lunar eclipse. Underneath it is a King of Wands. So it could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy involved. And here you are. And here is this decision about endings and new beginnings that you know this lunar eclipse is really going to be about for you, Virgo. You will have to understand how everything you've been through up until now really has been a bit of a training, Virgo, to get you to see your worth and value, because somewhere along the line you kind of lost sight of who exactly you are. And your time is valuable because you're worth it. You're worthy of it. And it's totally important for you to remember that you are the only one who gets to decide your worth and value. And if you can really accumulate for yourself reasons why you respect who you are and operate from that place, you really will be doing yourself a favor, Virgo, because there's a decision that you know you've got to make right now. Whatever this decision is, you know it's about the endings, the new beginnings, the doors that are closing behind you so that the new ones can open in front of you. This is a new chapter for you, Virgo. This is going to be the opening of a brand new door. Like, it's a portal inevitably, Virgo, but there is something here about where you're gonna really need to take the executive decision making skills to a next level, Virgo, because there's no other way of saying it. there are things that have been hidden for a long time, right? There are things that you may not necessarily have been able to see the whole picture on, which might be opening up to you now with this lunar eclipse. And a lot of this has to do with this lunar eclipse in Pisces, as well as this King of Wands entrepreneurial spirit energy. Virgo, there's decisions that you're going to have to make about certain doors that you know have to close. You're kind of going to have to be really understanding about the cyclical phases of life and how exactly there may have been way too much of a fear-based living that may have been going on, and how you can't necessarily be sat in that place anymore with your defenses up, exhausting your energy, because realistically there's no imminent threat. And if you can begin to really apply that courage, and if you can really begin to apply that level of faith where you know that you're sat in safety, as opposed to presuming or predicting fear without anything like that even happening or taking place, you're gonna have to take the chance, because whatever it is with the moon, it's not necessarily clear to you the next path. However, death card, Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy has literally been throwing itself at me. Like, I can't seem to just like take a break from the Scorpio energy. I don't know if you guys have been feeling that way too, but endings and new beginnings. And I think if there was anything that is kind of really screaming that you shouldn't need to be so much in your mind about what you blatantly obviously know to be the end of something, you're gonna have to really be that master level Virgo, because we're now in the season of mastery. We're now in that level of, okay, we can do this, we know how to do this. Like, there's no need for you to sit there and bullshit yourself and waste time in analysis paralysis, when realistically speaking, the decision's already been made, Virgo. I feel like you've already been given the evidence of why you need to take the risk and why you need to walk through this portal, confidently knowing that not all of the things that are illuminated just yet. However, if you trust this lunar eclipse, this full moon energy, being the Queen of Pentacles, you will naturally manifest an abundant version of yourself if you actually decide to increase your vibration. Like, this is one low vibrational motherfucker, where realistically speaking, this lunar eclipse is saying to you, you need to wake up that Queen of Pentacles energy and understand that that value is you. It's on your lap for a reason, because it's you. Whatever you know that this eclipse wants to take from you is literally going to surrender you from any fear-based vibrational energy that you had been put and placed in. King of Swords. I feel as if there's gonna need to be a voice of reason. There's gonna need to be a level of you kind of being very analytical and clerical and almost like cutthroat about what you know to be facts. Okay? Does it make you feel? And if it doesn't make you feel, or if it doesn't make you feel good, why is it in your life? Virgo, what else do you need me to tell you for this lunar eclipse? The Empress. The Seven of Cups. And the Eight of Swords. Okay. I'm just gonna put this like this. Like, you need to stop bullshitting yourself. You either are, or you either are not. Because in the middle of all of that is a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors, a whole bunch of bullshit stories that you may be convincing yourself of, when realistically you need to cut the shit and sit on the throne of owning it, because you either are it or you're not it. Okay? We haven't come into the season of mastery. We haven't come into the season of the magician for you to be sitting there acting like, woe is me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cut this shit out. Like, stop it. Get grounded. You're mutable earth. You are the one that changes. You are the conductor of change. So if you're out here bullshitting your circuits because you've like literally done this to yourself, and for whatever reason you're surrounding yourself with the toxic fuck shit, if you go fishing in the gutter, don't complain about the taste of the fish. For real, for real. If you understand me, get on that level of knowing you're either the Empress, gender not even important in this like paradigm of owning, being abundant, having that identity of someone who will and has, okay, as opposed to this bullshit that you know is not even real. So you've kind of got to think for this moment right now. The decision that you're being kind of presented with right now is about how you value yourself and the worth and the merit that you give yourself. So these decisions that are now, like, congratulations, welcome to the portal, welcome to the jungle. These decisions that you know about shit that hasn't necessarily even been 100% illuminated to you, yet you're at this precipice of knowing that the energy that you're wasting, not even looking at the reality of shit because you're somewhat comfortable wasting energy because that may be the only way you know how to survive, because I don't know, maybe that's how you grew up. But the energy that you're deliberately wasting really is energy that has been what's the word, preventing you from an inevitable change that you know that this lunar eclipse is going to bring about. And you know what it's going to bring about for you? How much are you about it, and how much are you bullshitting? How much are you about it, or how much are you bullshitting? And the only thing in front of that is that Seven of Cups that is saying to you, you're at this cycle, okay? This is a test. Are you actually gonna be about it this time, or are you going to use your comfort zone to fuck you? I'm not even gonna continue with that sentence. Okay, but you know what I'm trying to say. Smoke and mirrors. The comfort level. Like, you're now at this juncture where it's almost like be about it. You have to be about it. You can't even play yourself about it anymore, because this is literally you playing yourself. You either are it or you're not it. Okay? Which one? Which one? Which one? There has been way too many reasons that you have put in front of yourself which have acted like unnecessary limitations, a whole bunch of brain confusion and fuckery, which is kind of saying to you, like, listen. You have to set yourself free. You have to stop with the noise. You have to stop with the irrelevance. And you kind of got to set yourself free mentally of all of the bullshit, smoke and mirrors, lies, obstacles that you put in front of yourself because you are somewhat comfortable in a comfort zone that you know that you've got no choice but to break out of right now, because this is where you're at. And it doesn't make sense for this to be sat here. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get one more message. Let's get one more message from the work. Get in your zone. Cut the distractions, cut the bullshit, the stuff that you know, if I tied one arm behind your back and put a blindfold on you, you'd still be able to do it no matter what. You know that thing? Get to it, okay? Step to it. You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to put your heart and soul into it. This is the season of it. So where you might have been like really bullshitting yourself about bad, like how life is so bad and all the rest of it, shut up for a minute and actually find the passion in what you do to get back into that, okay? Okay, so the next deck I want to go to is the Psychic deck by John Holland. Okay, Virgo, Pisces, lunar eclipse. What do I need to tell Virgo? Virgo, what do you need to know Destiny, oh my gosh. Destiny is at play here. And if you're here right now in this moment taking this message, please know the synchronicities, the magic, just the pure like wowness of the next couple of days and the next, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks or so after this lunar eclipse. Please know that this is destiny at work right now, okay? Destiny is massively at work. You've reached, look, it's even number 10. You've reached the end of a cycle, and I think it's just safe to say it might even have to do with work, spiritual strength, and you're really gonna have to be about it, and you're really gonna have to show the world what you're made out of, Virgo, because as I said, this is the season of the mystic, and you're here kind of being taught how to be the very, very bestest version of yourself, you know? So please don't see it as trapped in fear. If you really decide to allow like bullshit to kind of get you held back right now, you're gonna miss a trick. Attention is everything. And if you think there aren't like triggers in the matrix that are really going to try and get you, throw you off your vibration, then that's the lesson. That is absolutely the lesson. Fear, in being trapped in fear, really does come from partnership and alliances, emotional loss, financial and material changes, and choose wisely. Okay, I feel like there's an emotional loss when it comes to certain partnerships and alliances. Or there are certain partnerships and alliances that have come after a certain emotional loss. But I do feel like there may be emotional losses, there might be breakups, there might be decisions to go your own way. And you know what? You've got to trust that. You really do have to trust that, because I feel like what that's going to bring you is a change in the circumstance, Virgo, and you're gonna have to choose really, really carefully and really wisely about the next steps. I do feel like follow the birds. Wherever you see 2 birds, you'll know that will be like one of the signs for you. Do we have another message from this deck? This deck is so big. Sacrifice. Ooh. Virgo, you're going to have to give someone up, because what it's done, it's caused you to be in this place of smoke and mirrors where you really are stuck in a comfort zone, trapped in fear. You know the people that make you feel fearful, the situations that make you feel fearful, I feel like this is what you're really going to have to make a sacrifice on. And it may feel like an emotional loss, and it may reflect in financial and material changes. However, I think you saying no to the devil and choosing yourself might mean that there is a sacrifice that you're making. Give me a message on this for Virgo, for this lunar eclipse in Pisces. Give me a message on this. Fulfillment of wishes. Virgo, let it go. Because you know what? You got to turn back to the light. Fulfillment of wishes, Virgo. There is a fulfillment of wishes that comes with you deciding to let go of shit that you know the door has already been closed on, because children, your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. Some of you are teachers and you're going to maybe go into teaching. However, there needs to be significant attention paid to the inner child, I believe, within, as well as the children that may be involved in the situation. Please put them and their comfort and their safety first before anything else. Birthday. A significant birthday holds the answer to your question. So I do really wish all of you a very happy birthday. This birthday is going to bring a lot of really significant answers, especially with this lunar eclipse. There's going to be a lot about you and your inner child, your life purpose, and perfect timing, Virgo. If you were wondering This is the right time for you to move forward. Please let that be an answer for whoever needed to hear that, because summer and autumn, everything that you're asking for becomes yours in summertime. In the full season, everything comes together and you reap a wonderful harvest of abundance. Virgo, you are being told to move forward in a certain direction, and I feel like a lot of you need to be congratulated because you're now at the precipice of a level up, which you know that you wildly, massively deserve. I don't think you should allow things, people, places from your past to be an anchor and hold you back, because you're like electricity, you're like the light. Divine passion, be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? You can't lie to yourself about being somewhere with people anymore, because bright future, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Let this also be a message to whoever needs to hear it. You need to connect with your divine passion, which means you need to get into what it is that you do that brings you the abundance that you know is awakening this divine passion within you. Be honest, Virgo. There is a need for you to stop worrying, and there really is a need for you to really sit in the fact of owning it, knowing that everything is going to be fine. Lakshmi, 2 times. Okay? This is the divine feminine. So if there's any divine feminines here right now, just touch the screen. Like, take this in. This is who you are. This is what, like, look. 3 references to Lakshmi. This is such a wonderfully, beautifully abundant time for you. Guy, okay, I can't, like, how do you make this stuff up? Children. Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. And Damara, guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. A lot of you really are going to be realigned in your careers. And a lot of it has to do with helping children. This is the crystal angels, and because it's our season, of course, let's pull a card from this deck just to know what crystal really is going to be good for this lunar eclipse for the sign of Pisces, for the sign of Virgo. Citrine. Unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God and healing solutions. How nice is that? Should we get another crystal? Let's get another crystal. Citrine, Virgo. Make sure you're surrounded in citrine for this lunar eclipse. An emerald. Wow. Ceremonies and celebrations. It's time for important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, and anniversaries. The synchronicity. Don't you just love it when we come here and make magic? Alright, Virgo, one other deck. I am not going to pull any cards for you and whatever other sign, because right now the energy should be all about you. Shouldn't be about anyone else. Who cares about that relationship? A relationship with yourself is more important than anything else right now. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So Virgo, there is new love in the air. Say goodbye to the old so the new can come in. There is a person who has come in and it really is someone who is a good perspective for you. And what else does Virgo need to know? This new love story. What does Virgo need to know about this new love story? What does Virgo need to know about this new love? What does Virgo need to know about this new love? It's a past life relationship. You have known each other before. You and this person have known each other before. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. I feel as if there is a current relationship that is not, like, it's a bit unrequited love, and there really isn't enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. And so Virgo, there is a new love situation that has come in. But you've got to love yourself first, because your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. What else does Virgo need to know about this new love? I think, Virgo, focus your attention on what makes you attractive to you and what makes you interesting. Like, what is it that you do that's about you that makes you you? You need to be about that right now. Keep an open mind. Your soul may differ from your usual type, and expectations retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. Religious factors, and give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, I feel like that's all I have for everyone right now. Enjoy your season. I hope I get to talk to you a bit more. Let's see. Okay. Book a reading. Email me, rubyreadstarot@hotmail.com. Thank you to everybody. I hope everyone's doing really, really well. Thank you for joining me. Happy birthday. You're so special. You deserve so much love. Take care of yourself. Please do hit that thumbs up button and that